guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to The Wandering Reader. Today I'm going to be doing the middling Booktuber tag, and I was tagged to do this by Harriet over at Harriet Rosie, and I will leave a link to her video down below, as well as a link to the original video, which I believe is from someone called Adrian over at Strict Cover Lit. And this is supposed to be a tag sort of for in the middle, so you have like your Booktube newbie tag for real newbies, and then there's also one where you're not a newbie, which I can't remember the name of now, but this is like one for people that are sort of like under 10,000 subscribers maybe. So sort of that, they're not like a massive Booktube channel, but they're not a really small one either. Just to kind of, I suppose, get to grips with your experiences. So there are 9 questions, so let's just jump into the first question. Question number 1 is, what advice would you give to booktubers under 100 subs? I suppose just keep going, keep making videos. I started off in my first year making 1 video a week, and then it's very quickly jumped up to 2 videos. And the more content, I certainly feel like this anyway, the more content that I've put up, the more I've been sort of noticed by other people. So consistent content I think is a big thing, so keep making videos, keep uploading them, but also make sure that you comment on other people's booktube videos, because you make relationships with other booktubers in that way. And that's just such a great thing. As one of the biggest things, the best things about being on Booktube is just the community that we have. But also you get noticed by other people who subscribe to that particular channel, and I know that people subscribe to channels based on people that they've seen in the comments. So yeah, they're not particularly groundbreaking pieces of advice, but definitely ones that I would say to follow. Question number 2 is, what advice would you give booktubers around the 1,000 subscriber mark? And for this one, I think it's to make sure you develop some sort of a style. So there's the very generic things that you can do on Booktube, you know, your wrap-ups, your TBRs, things like that. But I think once you start getting to 1,000 subscribers, that you should really be thinking about some unique content to put on your channel. And I've really tried to do that over the last few months, and sort of make my content a little bit more unique, so that kind of people have got a reason to come back to your channel. They'll watch the wrap-ups and the TBRs and things like that because they're just the generic things that we all do and we all love watching anyway, but it's nice to go to a channel and watch something different, and to think to yourself, oh, I'm always going to go back to that channel because they do this, or I'm always going to go back to that channel because they make this type of video, and I'll click on it straight away every month. So that would definitely be my advice, to try and come up with something new and unique, and develop a bit more of a style. Question number 3 is, what question would you ask a big booktuber? And I suppose if we're talking about a big booktuber, we're talking about somebody that's got over 10,000 subscribers. This is a tough one. Okay, so one thing I would like to ask them, because I think some bigger booktubers, especially over in the States, or especially booktubers who read a lot of YA, they often do sponsored videos, so obviously they get paid to make that particular video and feature a book on their channel. I would like to ask them how much pressure they feel to say positive things about that particular book, because they're being paid for it basically. I do sometimes worry about the honesty aspect of their opinions when they're promoting a book and they're being paid to promote the book. So that's, yeah, what sort of pressure do they feel to say positive things about it? Question number 4 is, who is one big booktuber that deserves even more subscribers? And I would probably say somebody like Kayla from Books and Lala. Everybody loves her channel and I love it as well. Have been a couple of videos that I've seen on her channel that I haven't really enjoyed as much, but she deserves a lot more subscribers than that. I think she's currently got something like 30,000, so she is really, really big already. But I like the fact that she's so honest in her reviews, and I feel like I can really trust what she's saying, even though she you know, is sent books for a review, and she does work with publishing companies, I do feel like I can definitely trust her reviews because she does say exactly what she thinks about them. Question number 5. This is a really interesting question. What do you consider the end game for your channel? What would equal success to you? I don't really know, to be honest. I know some people have said, oh, you know, I'd love to give up work and things like that, but the thing about Booktube is that I think unless you're like really big, so we're talking about channels that have got maybe like over 100,000 subscribers or something like that, but even then, in the grand scheme of YouTube in general, that's not really big. I just don't think that's possible. So I didn't really start up my Booktube channel and think, oh, I'd love to get to this particular goal. I sort of had like a subscriber count in my head, and that I wanted to, you know, do buddy reads with certain people and make friends and things like that. And I don't know, I don't really know what my answer is to this question. I don't really know whether I've got like an end game. I would just like to see my channel grow and develop and to do more things on it. I would love to interview an author. I would be absolutely scared out of my wit over it, but I think that would be something really cool to do. Yeah, I'd love to get involved and maybe like host a readathon or something like that. But I don't know whether I have like an end game in mind. Question number 6 is, what is something you wish you did better? Not ramble so much, maybe, or at the beginning of my channel I used to do a lot of umming, and I still do a lot of umming, and I really wish I could cut that out, and I think I have got a lot better at it, but I still hear myself doing it quite a lot. I'd just like to come across as more confident on camera, but also I sometimes feel like when I'm individually reviewing a book, especially when it's a literary fiction book, that I'm maybe not as intelligent as some other people when it comes to reviewing literary fiction, so therefore I'm not always that articulate when I'm expressing my opinions. So I just think that's going to come maybe with a bit more confidence, but something, yeah, I really wish I could do better. And there was an in there. Question number 7 is, what part of your channel makes you proud? So maybe, are we talking about like an individual video that I do, or I don't really know, to be honest. I'm really proud of the wishlist videos that I do. I started that series before Christmas, and it was based on an idea that Karen had from Rather Be Reading. And I really like putting those videos together, and then I always get really good recommendations from subscribers in those videos as well. I really like the fact that I do individual reviews on my channel. They don't always get as many views as my other videos do, but I feel like if I'm really passionate about a book, I really want to talk about it in a bit more detail, and I sort of challenged myself this year to try and do 2 reviews a month. I didn't do that in April, but I'm making up for it in May with my Women's Bride shortlist books. But yeah, I'm really proud of my reviews as well, and just, I suppose, proud of how it's all developed and how many, you know, comments I'm getting and the friends that I'm making, and yeah, that all makes me really proud. Question number 8 is, if you were going to start a second channel, what would that channel be? Probably, I've got 2 ideas, and you know, these ideas might come true, I don't know. I quite like to start like a beauty or a fashion orientated channel, but also I like a girl gamer channel. Playing like, I don't know, things that are a bit more, not more girly, but I don't know, just, I don't think there are enough girl gamers out there, so yeah, maybe one of those 2. I don't know how much that will pay off in the future, but anyway. Question number 9 is, who do you tag? So I'm going to tag Krista from Books and Jams, I'm going to tag Russell from Ink and Paper Blog, and I'm going to tag Katie from Girl About Library. So there you go, guys, they were my answers to the middling Booktuber tag. I'd love to have a chat with you in the comments below about anything that I talked about today. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.